Professional start, huh? What up, people? It's your boy Chig. You are through. Excuse me. 1 second. Few burps later to Chig Flicks. Professional out here. Apologies for that. I hope you guys are well. Do stick a like on this video. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. As we get into this review, in case you didn't know, this is going to be the review on the 4-hour. That's right. The 4-hour epic of the Zack Snyder director's cut, The Justice League. Now, I did promise I'd do this video last Thursday, because that was when I actually saw the movie. But I actually wanted people to have a little bit of time to actually see it, because I actually could have done the review at any time. I wanted a few people to see it and form their own opinion, and I kind of wanted to just kind of wanted people to just have an opportunity to see it before I give my 2 pennies worth. What did I think of the movie? Well, I kind of liked it. I didn't readily prepare myself for the fact that I was watching a director's cut of a movie, which was naive of me, because you're watching a director's cut of a movie, minimum, it's going to be a 3-hour movie. Minimum. It's been a while since I've watched a director's cut of any movie, so at that point, I didn't really prepare myself for it until right before I pressed play. Because I'm fortunate to have Sky Movies. It said 4 hours, 2 minutes. I was like, 4 hours? So I was like, okay, hold up a second. Didn't prepare myself for this. So I had last Friday off work anyway. So I was like, okay, cool. Let's take our time with this and really take it in. And I've actually seen the movie twice now. I think the best way of reviewing this movie is to kind of go over the old problems of the original cut, of the original movie that came out in 2017, which is obviously the Justice League. The Justice League was a movie riddled with problems. It started off with one director, Zack Snyder, and then due to studio interference, and actually Zack Snyder leaving the project for many different reasons. There was a lot of rumors at the time that he left the project due to the fact of being fired. Actually, that was incorrect. He left the studio due to his daughter tragically dying. So he left the project almost, like half unfinished. And obviously, Warner Brothers were under pressure to get that movie finished. So they drafted Joss Whedon in, who's obviously a completely different director, completely different style of directing. And we got the mess that was the Justice League. That's all you can say. It is an absolute mess. I don't know if I've reviewed that movie before, but basically the movie wasn't allowed to go over 2 hours, which in itself was a problem. There was just loads. There was so many tonal problems. It was unreal. The lack of character development, the lack of story, the fact that it barely had any cyborg in it, any Flash in it. We never really got an idea of them as people. We barely got any kind of motivation arcs, any character arcs, anything, you know. But what was different about this particular movie was the 4 hours obviously gave us an opportunity to do all that. To be perfectly honest, the movie was it was Cyborg and the rest of the cast. It was basically a Cyborg movie. Ray Fisher basically starred in this movie. It was good though. It was really good. It was it felt like a different movie. In a lot of ways, it was. I thought, all the actors that came back just for the role, I thought they did really well. I'm grateful for that they managed to execute this. And to be honest with you, I think it was. I don't know why they did this. I said this from the very get go. I still don't understand the eventual reason for this. I don't get the eventual motivation for this. It's like, all right, this is all well and good that you guys have made this movie, but now that you've made this movie and that we've enjoyed the movie, now what? You've already recast Batman. Wonder Woman wasn't exactly held in the most highest regard from my. I still have not seen that sequel. Weirdly, at some point I will review that movie. I've still not seen that sequel, but it's not held in the most highest regard. So you kind of think to yourself, all right, where are you going to go with Justice League? I always liked old man Ben Affleck as Batman. I thought he was excellent in the role, especially as someone who I hold my hands up. I was very skeptical when I heard he got the role as Batman, and I always thought he executed it well in this Zack Snyder cut. It was no different. They changed around a lot of the scenes that you saw. Put it this way: someone said to me, "So if I've seen 2017's Justice League, should I watch this?" 100%. This is this is going to sound like the weirdest thing to say, but it's the same movie but different. Like some of the scenes you will see, you'll think to yourself, okay, well, I know what happens here, right? I've seen the film before. Watch it. They probably changed around some words, they changed around some dialogue, or they changed around something that didn't make sense before, but now it makes sense. Do you know, I think the best way I can describe it, have you ever seen Age of Ultron? I think there's a director's cut version of Age of Ultron. There's one point in that whole movie where Thor is doing some stupid dance in in I'm not even a dance. I don't know. He's just rocking this like kind of electricity and shit that's going through him in this water, and no one knows why it's happening. like they edit and butcher that scene so much that they never care to explain what the fuck is happening with Thor. But it's only when you go into the director's cut that actually that whole thing, the scene that you've seen 1,000 times, makes sense. That's what the director's cut will give you. It'll give you that clarity because obviously you're now looking at it through Josh Whedon's eyes, through Zack Snyder's eyes. You know, and I guess now the question is, all right, so you pulled out this director's cut. Now what? Are you going to do a sequel? Because I would love to see a number two version. I'm trying to do this without any kind of spoilers, but they introduced a new character into this, which, if you've read the comics, makes complete sense. Will probably make you think, huh? If you see the movie and you don't know anything about the comics, he makes a couple of appearances. There's a almost an alternative ending scene at the end with the Joker. Spoiler alert on that one. Sorry. That's why I thought let me just put spoiler alert ish on this one. But if you've watched the trailer, you know that Joker was in this movie. So there's an alternative ending sequence that's kind of a dream, sort of. And then I'm trying to think the scenes that I think will really appeal to you guys because those scenes are really strong scenes. There's another scene which I'm going to try not to reveal that one. Oh, of course, there's two new characters. They introduced two new characters. Excuse me. There's another one on a yacht. That's all I'm going to say. I think that's pretty much it. So anyway, in essence, what I'm saying is I thought this was a good movie. As someone who I desperately want to see DC do well, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a Marvel guy now, but I grew up on DC. You know, Batman was always my favorite superhero. You know, I want these motherfuckers to do well. I'm sick of them disappointing me all the time. But with this movie, I went into it with an open mind. And quite honestly, I thought they did well. I thought it was a good movie. I still don't really understand the point of it. I don't get. It's like, all right, it's a good movie. Now what? You gonna make a number two? You gonna stick around and make a number two? That's the only thing I will say. But other than that, all in all, I'll give it a B plus. You guys let me know if you've seen it. What would you mark it out? Like grade it. You know how we do on Chick Flicks. Grade the movie between A and F, and let me know why you graded it at that mark. Other than that, I am out of here. I'm going to grade a couple more movies over the course of this week. Obviously, football wise, there's not a lot going on. So it'll allow me to show some attention to this channel. So keep an eye out for some more material. Other than that, I am out of it. Enjoy your week. I'll be seeing you soon. Take care and peace.